said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Horned Frogs will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawk. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will get the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Brian.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And the Red Raiders will punt this one away.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Horned Frogs offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys
just steamrolling the defense. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Here's a heat. And it's a big stride inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Frederick. Makes the grab, it's Street. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Street. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
That's caught. It's Lee. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Finding open areas. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the timing just a hair off. Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Frederick. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The extra point here would tie the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
To the air on second down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Fires to the big fella.
Tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Back to throw, it's Frederick. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
He's got it on the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's caught downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Looking to throw on first down. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Yeah, sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage, and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking for room. It's Street. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Scanning the field, it's Frederick. Finds his man, it's Street.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Going to swing it on second down. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw. It's Wilkins. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Street. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Townsend. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Frederick. Catch in the middle, it's Street. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Hand off to the lone back. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the 1st play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals.
and it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Santiago. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wilkins. He's got him.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Makes a grab over the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it in the middle, it's Townsend. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught close to the marker, it's Lee. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Red Raiders are on the move. Looking downfield, it's Frederick. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Santiago. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
3rd down play from the gun. He's in open space downfield. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Let's go. Rides the back on the option to give.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy.
There he goes. Made a defender miss. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Paul. Open space at the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running the red zone. It's DeLuca. Spins away. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You've got to get it back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Complete downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They're going back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first down for the offense. To the air, it's Wilkins. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Going over the top. Catch inside the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Street. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Frederick. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is perfect. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Paul. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Got his man. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They move on top here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Well, they don't hook up on that one, but they understand this 2-minute situation. A field goal is going to win the game. They're in tremendous field position right now. They've got a quarterback they feel can handle the pressure. You just need 1 or 2, 3.
He's going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Back to pass, it's Frederick. Fires to the right. Intercepted, number 19. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want.